We'll take a look at this video taken by our ABC7 photographer, Sammy Chido.
ABC7 photojournalist Sammy Chido spoke with vendors, visitors, and businesses there about what they think of the change.
Being the very first day that we had moved from West Tampa Avenue over to City Hall, we weren't quite sure how many people had gotten the message and would actually come out. And what a big surprise and a pleasant one. We are going to have about 2,000 people that are going to come out today.
I actually think this is better. It's a bigger area, and it does seem to be drawing more people.
When you lay out a market this way, it just seems to be more open, more airy. It appears like there's more vendors here, and I think that's good for shopping and the overall experience.
I like the move very much because it doesn't make the business area so crowded, and we don't have the people that are coming in just to cool off.
Anytime there's an event in the park, whether it's a seafood festival, a book fest, or a farmer's market, that's always a good draw for us because it brings tourists and sometimes locals downtown when they wouldn't otherwise have been here.
It's very hard to keep an eye on everybody because you have 10 people and maybe one want to buy something, and it makes it very difficult. So I really like it to have the market moved.
I think it's going to hinder us, actually. With the parking lot over here is a walkable destination. You're going to have to drive to it, you're going to have to park, you're going to get out, and that's all you can do there. With it being across the street, you can do everything walkable right here.
We may go back to the street to downtown. That's something we're going to talk to the city about when the construction project's over.
I'm just going to miss it. Have to wait till March.
Solomon's Castle sits in the woods about 54 miles east of downtown Sarasota. Artist Howard Solomon built it. His daughter Elaine Solomon grew up here.
That's my bedroom up there, that third floor. I've lived here all my life.
Her father bought this property in 1970.
It was not till later that he realized we were in the bottom of a Florida swamp. So he realized he had to start building up instead of out. And because he's an artist, his artistic flavor fell over into his architecture. He says it was his largest sculpting.
For 18 years, he worked mostly alone to build the castle and the Boat in the Moat restaurant next door. Why a castle?
He said a tower here, a tour there, before you know it, you have a castle.
Living quarters are on the second and third floors, and his art is displayed on the first floor. He worked mostly with recycled materials.
He built anything from serious pieces that have heartfelt meanings to very comedic pieces. He would make a joke out of anything because he said if you could laugh, then you don't have to cry.
Crowds of curiosity seekers came to peek at the castle in the woods. At first, Solomon gave them free tours. Now you can walk the grounds free, but there's a slight charge for the guided castle tour. But what a thrill it is! All of Solomon's art has meaning, like these windows.
So the virtues, this top one is generosity, the next one is knowledge, the third one is a mirror, it's truth, and the bottom one, the owl, is wisdom.
Everywhere, room after room, there's something to surprise and delight you.
The chandelier was given to him from someone, and it was all in pieces in a box. He put it back together.
Howard Solomon passed away last year. He was 81 years old.
Dad left us truly with a legacy here. Almost 50 years of you know, his blood, sweat, and tears went into this place. He loved the environment. He truly believed, you know, in recycling, repurposing, and reusing. His artwork was his way of inspiring other people.
And before you leave, make sure you have lunch in the boat in the moat. The food is incredible, and the atmosphere you won't find anywhere else. Solomon's Castle is open from October 1st through August 1st, and it's a sight you've got to see to believe. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.